For those that I have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Andrew McGuire. I'm the Director of Economic Development for the Batavia Development Corporation. I want to personally thank all of you for being here today as we celebrate this Downtown Revitalization Initiative and Building Improvement Fund project ready for construction, 99 Main Street. I would also like to thank our special guest of the event today, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, for taking time out of her busy schedule to be here this morning to celebrate this occasion. Governor Andrew Cuomo and Lieutenant Governor Hochul's support, along with all the state agencies involved, including the Department of State, Empire State Development, and Homes and Community Renewal, amongst many others, are paramount to the DRI program's success and are an integral part of why we are here today. In 2017, Batavia was awarded a $10 million Downtown Revitalization Initiative, or DRI grant, with the goal of creating a more vibrant downtown. This program will be a catalyst for future economic growth and promote prosperity to all. Combined with the public and private investment through this program, we will yield over $60 million of investment into our downtown. In attendance today, we have several DRI project owners. President and Rochester Regional Health and United Memorial Medical Center, Mr. Daniel Ireland, and Pre-Construction Manager, President of Krasinski Consultants, Dave Krasinski, of the Healthy Living Campus Project with the YMCA. Manager of VJ Gautieri Constructors, Mr. Victor Gautieri, owner of Ellicott Place Project, and President of the Batavia Players, Mr. Patrick Burke of the Batavia Players Theater 56 Project. Batavia is just one of the many DRI recipients throughout the state of New York, which I feel exemplifies the governor's and lieutenant governor's commitment to economic development and betterment of our communities on a macro and micro level. We are here today to come together to recognize 99 Main Street and Dr. Neppalli. Projects like these become a reality through these programs. As a longtime supporter of Western New York and an advocate for small business in our community and state, I would like to introduce our special guest of the event, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul.
Well, thank you, Andrew. And you know what I love to hear when I come to Batavia? All the traffic again. Remember that time when there was nobody out on the roads and it was dead down here, and now there's people out on the sidewalks and going to the restaurants, and I'm feeling the energy coming back. Y'all feeling the energy? I feel it right here in Batavia. And you know this is one of my favorite places, this micro city between Rochester and Buffalo, and it has its own identity. It has a charming downtown. I've frequented many of the restaurants, the toy store I shop at. I remember stopping at the men's shop when I was trying to secretly buy my husband a tie, and someone in the media put it in the newspaper that my husband was getting a tie for Christmas. So I've loved coming here, and I come here usually after Thanksgiving for Small Business Saturday. And I choose this area because there is so much to visit and a vibrant retail presence in this community. But like every city in upstate New York, every region, there's been decades of decline. And a lot of these charming buildings that just ooze character were neglected. The facades, I don't know what they did back in the 1970s, but it was a rough time for beautiful architecture from the 1800s and 1900s that was covered over. And now it's time to just allow them to come alive again. And that is really what's behind the governor's initiative, the Downtown Revitalization Plan, which is one of my favorite things to do as lieutenant governor, is to first of all award the $10 million. It's like being at the Oscars. Everybody works so hard to get there and pull together as a community. And when you're able to announce a winner like we did exactly 3 years ago for the City of Batavia, it is exciting. But that's when the work just begins. And what has come forth today that we're able to celebrate is the launching of many, many projects that once all this, the planning and the engineering and the architectural work that goes on, now we start cutting ribbons and start putting shovels in the ground. So you're going to all of a sudden see a transformation of this community. Batavia will no longer be recognizable. If you grew up here in the 70s and 80s and 90s, I say come on back, because this hometown of yours is going to shine. But not just for the locals. I want to make sure that we market this area. As more people are working from home, they can work remotely. You can have a business and have an employer in Manhattan and live an incredible quality of life right here in a community like Genesee County. And the cost of living is still phenomenally low. A little harder to get a house these days because everyone wants to get a new house, but I know that there's a lot of energy and the future here is so incredibly bright. So I think about the individuals who helped make this happen. I want to thank our Assemblyman Steve Hawley, who's been a great partner of mine in Albany. Thank him for his leadership. Council President Gene Jankowski's here. Delighted to have the support of the council. Chairperson Shelley Stein. Good to see you again, Shelley. We've worked together many, many years. Lori Atari, the CBC Board President. Of course, the legendary Steve Hyde, who has his hands in everything that is good in this area, working very hard as the president of the Genesee Economic Development Center. And of course, Dr. Neppalli, we are so excited to see your vision come to fruition, to build your practice here, but also to have mixed use, to have the apartments upstairs. And I'm telling you, my friends, the secret of success in the downtown is to bring housing back. People no longer want to drive in from their suburbs or from their farmland. They want to be living downtown where there's an energy. And to me, a downtown that has a brewery, we need a brewery. We need some, I know that's coming. Got to have that brewery. And a downtown housing and incubator space for young people to congregate. And rooftop garden. There's going to be a rooftop garden here too. That's what I'm hearing. I love a rooftop garden. So I'm excited to be back here to announce that we're moving forward with this 99 Main Street. It has a great history. Maybe some of you bought shoes here a long time ago. It was built in 1865, 155 years ago, and we're going to dust it off and make it shine again. But also what's so exciting are the other DRI projects that are just on the cusp of coming to realization, and that's what's going to change this area forever. The Della Penna property, the residential and commercial hub we're having there, Ellicott Station bringing residential workforce housing, and that's where we're going to get our brewery and beer garden. I will be there. Rehabilitating the former Genesee Bank and the Cars department store for mixed-use development. That's what's so key, is mixed-use development. Ellicott Place is a mixed-use gateway for downtown. The International Living Campus, intergenerational and healthy living campus in the heart of downtown, which is going to be amazing, making sure that people of all ages can have healthy options. The Regional Performing Arts Center, and I know Pat Burke is here with the Batavia Players, and how exciting that's going to be. You bring the culturals downtown as well and make them thrive again. I've been to some performances there. We're going to do a little bit better with this new facility. Also the overall downtown building improvements. This is what's so important. Over $600,000 just waiting to be allocated to help something as simple as a facade improvement or your signage. And I know a little bit about this because when I was trying to help my mother's little business get off the ground in downtown Hamburg, village of Hamburg, and not unlike the businesses here, so many of the other businesses, they just let their facades fall down. And if you're trying to build a building that has a statement, it says it means something, it matters, but you're surrounded by other buildings that just aren't up to the same standard. Let's change that. Let's have a uniform look of the highest quality and a statement that says we're proud to be here on this Main Street. We're also going to transform City Center into an indoor market performance space. That's going to be great. And enhance Jackson Square as a public gathering as well. So to me, what you've come up with, and I congratulate everybody who was involved in this, you've come up with the recipe for tremendous success. You've addressed all the elements, the housing, the retail, the professional businesses, the culturals, the establishments for drinking and eating. You have the formula right here. And I cannot wait, as your Lieutenant Governor and as someone who comes here, I was here last week, I'll be here again next week. I love this area. It has so much going for it. And I want to congratulate everyone involved in this project. Proud that the state of New York would be an important partner in this. And I look forward to coming back for many, many more ribbon cuttings. Thank you to my friends here at Batavia. Congratulations again.
Thank you again for your continued support, Lieutenant Governor Hochul, and we appreciate all that you do for our economy locally and statewide. Dr. Neppalli is the quintessential building owner in our downtown, along with many others, by choosing to rehabilitate this historic Main Street building that was built in 1865. This project represents not only the goals of the DRI and the DRI Building Improvement Fund, but aligns with the city goals and also the addition of 2 residential apartments. I would like to ask Dr. Neppalli to please say a few words about his project and his vision for this building.
Good morning. This reminds me of my residency days at the Mayo Clinic. giving presentations to all my peers and so on. I can't say thank you enough to all the people that are involved in bringing this project to fruition and getting started. I can't name you, unlike Kathy can, but I know you're there, and I really appreciate all the hard work that you put into it. I'm really excited to get this project off the ground, and I have been since 2017. However, it takes time to get things. The building was built in 1865, and just like a Pandora's box, as soon as you open something, something else, and me and our architect, Smart Design, Todd Outsley, helped start the process demolishing, and you might have seen a dumpster out in the front where we started to take wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow out to the front. And then ultimately, Rich Mehta, who's my contractor, helped us to start initiating the process. And then, thanks to New York State and the county, we won the grant, and then all work had to cease so that we could go through the grant process. So I'm really excited to get started again and actually to look at finishing. So that's where I'm going to stop there, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Neppalli, and I am very excited to be a part of this process with you in growing your dental practice and creating opportunities for others to live and work in Batavia. In my time, all of 10 months with the Batavia Development Corporation, I have been truly amazed with the Board of Directors' dedication and commitment to the betterment of our city and our community. I am fortunate to have them on my team. I would like to introduce BDC Board President Lori Aratari, who has been an integral part of our success in supporting our vision for a more vibrant Batavia.
Good morning. As President of the Batavia Development Corporation Board of Directors, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for this kickoff event celebration, and to Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul for taking time from your busy schedule to celebrate with us. I'm excited to be here today to celebrate the DRI and the DRI BIF, Downtown Revitalization Initiative, and then the Building Improvement Fund. For those that don't know all those abbreviations, I've learned them quickly. A program that the city was awarded back in 2017 through Governor Andrew Cuomo and Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul's office. The BDC has been involved with this program every step of the way, and have seen the hard work and dedication from all entities involved to make sure this program is successful in our city. A special thank you to the BDC Director of Economic Development, Andrew McGuire, for your efforts. The DRI program and the DRI BIF program have provided essential grant funding and guidance to projects like Dr. Neppalli's and the rehabilitation of the Main Street building. Dr. Neppalli's project is the type of project we seek when administering grant programs like the DRI and want to see more of in our downtown. This project will transform an underutilized and vacant space on our Main Street into a vibrant mixed-use building. As we continue to see projects like this enter construction phase, I'm confident the city will continue to undergo a transformation for the betterment of its residents and for the economy. The BDC will continue to seek and promote further rehabilitation of our downtown buildings and seek continued redevelopment and utilizing the programs the state have made available, like the DRI and the New York State Main Street program. As a lifelong Batavian, I am passionate about our city and excited what the future holds. And as a BDC president, I would like to thank again Dr. Neppalli for his investment into our downtown, and to Lieutenant Governor Hochul for providing the city with integral support to see projects like this and many more become a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori, and I too am excited for the future of our city. Like Lori, City Council President Eugene Jankowski Jr. continues to go above and beyond with his commitment to our city. He was a key member of the DRI Local Planning Committee, tasked with obtaining the DRI funding and the selection of the DRI projects. As City Council President, his passion for this community is more than evident, and the positive momentum of our City Council was created and should be celebrated. Without further ado, I would like to invite Honorable City Council President Eugene Jankowski Jr.
Thank you. We've talked a little bit about when this building was built. I can only think of maybe 150 years ago, members of our community were standing in this very spot celebrating an investment in our downtown with this new building. And now it's our time to take that further and reinvent that and repurpose this building. And talking to Dr. Neppalli and thanking him, he tells me that he, with his own hands, it was part of the construction at this point. So he's actually investing and physically investing in this property. And I'm looking forward as a council member and all of council to see our downtown get rejuvenated again. And this is one of the many projects allowed to us by the $10 million downtown revitalization funding. We have 7 other larger projects going on, but the building improvement fund component allows this project to go forward where it may have otherwise not been able to. So I thank the governor and the lieutenant governor for their support of the downtown revitalization that allows small communities like ourselves to move forward and get our downtowns kind of basically moved up and getting going again. So there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of people behind the scenes. As the doctor alluded to, it was many years, and it's been a lot of forward thinking through BID and BDC and GCEDC and our legislator and our council and all the people who work in all the offices and shuffle all the paperwork and make these kind of things really happen. And to them, I really thank them, and I really appreciate them staying the course through some rough times. And I know Batavia is a survivor, just like this building is, and I know we're all going to get through this, and I know this building is going to be a great addition to our downtown. So in closing, I just thank everyone who worked on this, and I really am looking forward to the new apartments and the living space and the dentist's office that's going to take place in this building over the next few years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Council President. One thing I find amazing about our community is how collaborative our local government agencies are with one another. A testament to that is our unique Batavia Pathways to Prosperity Fund, or BP2 fund. This fund was the first of its kind in New York State. Creating this fund took the collaboration of the city, the county, and the Batavia City School District with the vision of a better Batavia. Eligible projects in the city contribute to this fund with the purpose of public infrastructure improvements at our Batavia Opportunity Area sites. In the audience today, we have Superintendent of the Batavia City Schools, Mr. Annibal Soler Jr. I thank him for all of his hard work and dedication during these unprecedented times. My wife Jamie is a city school teacher at John Kennedy, and I know that safety is of the utmost importance. COVID has created an atypical planning experience for this school year. I am confident with his guidance, our children will receive the education they deserve. Genesee County Legislative Chairman Rochelle Stein was also an integral part of the BP2 process. Genesee County and the county legislators are an important partner in Batavia's growth. It is my pleasure to ask County Legislator Chair Ms. Shelley Stein to speak with us today.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. As chair of the Genesee County Legislature, I want to thank everyone who is joining us safely today, as well as all those in our community who continue to stop the spread of COVID and wear your face coverings for the protection of others. Lieutenant Governor Hochul, it is great to see you again and to be with you. And please know that Genesee County's strengths have been magnified this year in how we've responded to our unique challenges every day. This project today is proof that we have responded and that we are tackling tough projects with the support of the state, because in Genesee County, we do come together and work hard to improve our community. The DRI and the commitment made by Governor Cuomo to build up our main streets, our healthy communities, our quality housing, and our business spaces will lead us forward in 2020 to a brighter future. And I was pleased to just recently learn that our tax base and the availability of new and renovated commercial capacity continue to grow. These figures are important, but we can't lose sight of the people that are part of that growth. The leaders dedicated to their businesses, their customers, and their employees. I want to personally thank Dr. Neppalli for having that focus and that vision to take on this project. This project adds to the growth of Genesee County, restores that vibrancy to a building that stood here for over 150 years. Thank you, Doctor. This project and all those in construction, planning, and financing are making a significant impact in Batavia and in the Genesee County region. Over $60 million of public and private investment in downtown Batavia is a multiplier to the investments made to grow our community by our neighbors in small businesses, agriculture, and manufacturing. So on behalf of my fellow legislators, I am so pleased to join you today in celebrating, and we look forward to the completion of this project and many more to come in Batavia and all through Genesee County. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson Stein, and the county legislators and all the county staff for your continued support to the city and these DRI projects. Genesee County Economic Development Center has been an asset to our community and all these types of projects. GCEDC emulates what a successful industrial agency should be and is capable of leading with the guidance of Mr. Steve Hyde, President and CEO. His knowledge and understanding of the goals we have set and how to achieve this through day-to-day operations has set a precedent now and for the future. As the chairman of the DRI Local Planning Committee, he and the local DRI team were able to receive the award from Governor Cuomo and Lieutenant Governor Hochul and turn conceptual projects into a reality. It is my honor. I ask Mr. Steve Hyde to the podium.
Thank you, everybody, and I just wanted to thank everyone for coming out today. Lieutenant Governor, as always, thank you for all your partnerships through the years. We've worked with it from when you were in Congress all the way through her terms as Lieutenant Governor. She's just been a fabulous supporter of us and our community. I wanted to just send my regards from the Genesee County EDC Board Chair, Pete Zeal. If you couldn't be here today, we wanted to say hi to everybody. And you know what? And as the rain comes, I better hurry up. So I'm going to go fast here. But, you know, back in 2016, when we started to contemplate going for the DRI, there was a lot of momentum going on. We had the BP2 partnership come together with all the folks in the community. And you know what? It was of the heart. We needed another catalyst, and that's what happened. So with that, we're going to focus on working together. Partnerships are key. Housing is the next critical thing. We've got a lot going on in industrial development around the edge of the city. You need that vibrant core, and that's what we got. So we got 70 units of new apartments and being built in downtown through DRI funding. You know, Governor Cuomo's idea to incentivize that was really what took the bull by the horns. I remember back with Jason Molino contemplating the BP2 to help that develop the BOA areas and all of that activity. It was key. So housing, we have, with the activity going on in this community and the multiple projects that everyone here has been involved with, there's 70 units being built, but because of the amount of economic development activity we've had with our industrial development strategy and the industrial parks, we've got a need over the next 20 years for as many as 5,000 new units. That includes 3,000 market rate and affordable living style new units, and as many as 1,600 new single-family homes, based on some well-done studies by our partners. We've got to hit hard at that. I just met with the state comptroller's office last week looking at how deep IDAs can help to incentivize that. And we're working together with the Batavia Development Corp and the BID and our chamber to really try to enable that and incentivize that going forward. The only way we're going to be able to have people move here, live here, and keep our own millennials and our healthy, active seniors is to work in collaboration like we've done for years. And I so appreciate that from the heart. This is home. I grew up here when people in the 70s and 80s were boarding up these beautiful buildings. And now today we've got the revitalization of that. And Dr. Neppalli, thank you so much for being one of those catalysts, one of those partners to bring back the vibrancy of our downtown. Thank you all for the time to talk today, and thank you for joining us and all the partners. And to this Governor Cuomo's program, it's really been a true catalyst to drive investment. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor.
Thank you, Mr. Hyde, for your vision and ability to identify and deliver solutions to our unique economy. In reflection, I would like to again thank Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul for joining us today as we celebrate one of our first DRI and DRI Building Improvement Fund projects ready for construction. I would also like to thank Dr. Neppalli for taking on this project and seeing Batavia for the potential that it has. I would also like to thank Genesee County and GCEDC for their continued support, and to the director of the bid, Beth Kemp, for unwavering support to our local businesses. Thank you to Lisa Casey and Rachel Tabelski from the City of Batavia, to all the city employees, and to City Council for their vision and commitment for a betterment of Batavia. Also, thank you Tom Turnbull and Genesee County Chamber of Commerce and all the public and private entity partners throughout this process. The list seems infinite. Lastly, I would appreciate everyone who spoke today, and I would also like to thank you all for joining us. I look forward to presenting more of these events in the future for each DRI project, as each one should be celebrated individually in our goal of accomplishing $100 million all in. The City of Batavia and Genesee County are poised for great things ahead. Let's keep this momentum going and continue to create a more vibrant community that we call home. I will ask that Dr. Neppalli and Lieutenant Governor Hochul to hammer this event home, literally, by securing the DRI signage to be displayed.
Yeah, it happens all the time.